Hi everyone, and welcome to the Level of Measurement Practice Problems. In the last video lecture, you learned the differences between the four levels of measurement. In this video, I'm going to show you a flowchart that will help you identify the level of measurement, and I'm going to walk you through using that flowchart with some examples. Let's get started. The first question you need to ask is if the response options are real numbers. If not, then you ask the next question of, can the response options be put in order? This means you could rank them from least to great, smallest to largest, longest to shortest, etc. If not, then you've identified the level of measurement for that variable. Response options that are not numerical and cannot be put in any identifiable order are nominal level options. If you can put your response option in order, then you've identified the variable as an ordinal variable. Response options that are not numerical but can be put in ranked order of some kind are ordinal level variables. Now let's travel back up to the top. If you do have real numbers for your response options, then you get to the next question. What are the response options, or are the response options given in ranges? If yes, then we're back to ordinal. You have numerical values, but because they're ranges, they're considered ranked categories, not numerical, and so they are ordinal level response options. If you have numerical values that are not provided as ranges, but rather as distinct individual numbers, then you ask the final qualifying question, can the response go negative and make sense? If the response options can be negative values and make sense, things like temperature, then you've identified the variable as an interval variable. Interval variables are numeric values that do not have a true zero, so they can go negative and make sense. And finally, if your response options cannot go negative and make sense, which again is the most of our social science numerical measurements, then you've identified a ratio level variable. This variable, considered the most precise level of measurement, is a numerical value that has a true zero. So for each of these practice problems, we're going to look at the response options provided and use my flowchart to help identify the level of measurement for that question. This first question, how distressing was it being a victim of this crime to you? It has four options: not at all distressing, mildly distressing, moderately distressing, and severely distressing. These options, are they real numbers? Nope. That means we followed the path to the right. Now, can the response options be put in order? Well, a crime that is severely distressing is more distressing than one that is only mildly distressing. So we can put these in order from least to greatest. So yes. And there we go, we've arrived at our decision. It's an ordinal measure. Not too bad, right? Next practice problem. Was all or part of the stolen property recovered? Response options provided are all, part, or none. These options, are they real numbers? Nope. So we follow the path to the right again. Can the response options be put in order? Yes. If I get all of my property back, it's more than if I got only part of my property back, which is more than I finally got none of my property back. And so we have another ordinal measure. This question asked the participants to identify the approximate value in dollars of the items that were stolen. They're given an open line here, meaning that they're going to provide a dollar amount of their choosing. So when participants write in a number, are they providing a real number? Yes. So this time we're going to the left. So then the next question, are the response options given in ranges? Nope, only $1 amount is allowed. So I go to my last question. Can the response options go negative and make sense? Can I have a negative dollar amount stolen? Nope. So this time I have a ratio measure. Another question, how did the police find out about the theft? The participant is given several responses, including the person themselves, someone else in the household, officers were already there, etc. So these options, are they real numbers? Nope. Can they be put in order? Is there any way to rank who called the police based on these answers? Nope. So we've arrived at our decision. It's a nominal measure. 3 more practice problems. This one is, what is your annual household income? Response options are less than 5,000, 5,000 to 999, and so on. Notice how these categories are specifically, they're wonky because of the fact they're trying to make sure they're not they are exclusive, mutually exclusive. Are these response options real numbers? Yes. So this time we're going to go to the left. But are the response options given in ranges? Yes, they are. There's no difference in response if I say $1 or $100. Both are within the same option range. So this time, I have an ordinal measure. Where do you work a majority of the time? Options given are urban, suburban, or rural area. These options, are they real numbers? Nope. Can the response options be put in order? I don't think so, right? There's no way to rank these areas based on the question. Now, notice here though, I had to consider the type of question. If this question had asked about the population size of my residential area and they had provided descriptions of urban, suburban, and rural based on population size, I would consider that rankable. But when I look at the question itself, it just asks for the location of my work. So I would say this is the non-ranked question, which means we've arrived at our decision and it's a nominal measure. All right, final practice problem. What is the highest level of school completed? Options provided are elementary, high school, and college. These options, are they real numbers? Nope, so we're following the path to the right again. Unlike the last question though, the level of school can be ranked. Elementary school students are younger than middle school are younger than high schoolers. So yes, these can be ranked, which means we have another ordinal measure. All right, well, that concludes our practice problems for this video lecture. Hopefully now you feel pretty confident determining level of measurement based on survey response options. Thanks for watching, everyone.